Thank you all for joining us this morning for our official launch and press conference. My name is Natasha Neptune and I am the president of S.E.E.N, which stands for Social Equity Empowerment Network. We are a trade organization created by social equity applicants. Before you today are just some of our members and supporters. Well, we are gathered here today to lock arms with other organizations passionate about social equity and social justice. We stand together in solidarity to shift the inequalities, inequities, and injustices that have taken place to create better standards, regulations, and practices for true social equity applicants and entrepreneurs within the Illinois cannabis industry. So what is S.E.E.N? And why does S.E.E.N exist? Well, we stand as the premier organization in Illinois that is for us, by us, a true zealous advocate for equity in the cannabis industry. We intend to provide a platform for social equity applicants and business owners to be seen and heard. A resounding voice for the issues of social equity entrepreneurs in Illinois. We have created a network of nearly 300 and we are growing. This network holds future license holders committed to supporting one another for a push for sustainability in this industry. We will provide leads and invaluable resources to vital services while also providing cost-effective options for our members. We are committed to effectively changing the trajectory of our communities by way of economic development and enhancing resources. Our vision is to exist as a consortium of cannabis businesses working to create a vibrant, equitable, and sustainable cannabis industry that serves as a positive economic engine for our communities and partners. Our mission is to remove barriers to entry, provide best practices, establish an economic fund to collectively share financial resources within our community, and create networking opportunities for cannabis entrepreneurs. Now, as the state prepares to announce these license awards, I would like to ask some questions. Illinois, what is social equity, and what will it look like? Are there two sets of standards for the cannabis industry in this state? So, for the cannabis industry in this state, social equity applicant concerns should be a priority. Social equity applicants are already behind in this process. In order to assist social equity license holders and remove barriers to entry and move towards a more equitable and sustainable cannabis industry, our next speaker will share our demands and how this can be done by addressing craft grow canopy limitations, supply solutions, as well as financial relief for social equity applicants. So, Kylie Russell, please come up.
Good morning. My name is Kylie Russell. The following are the top three demands which support S.E.E.N's vision and mission. Our demands address some of the inequalities and disparities of social equity applicants that have heavily financially impacted and affected our entry into the Illinois cannabis industry, and we demand change. To drive a more competitive cannabis ecosystem and increase the supply to Illinois' significant cannabis demand, we propose increasing the maximum craft grow flower canopy space from 14,000 square feet to 50,000 square feet for upcoming craft grow license holders, ensuring that our startup phase avoids the pitfalls and unpreparedness which we've already witnessed. Number two, regulate and enforce HB 5527, which requires a certain percentage, 50% of wholesales of each product type to independent dispensaries. This also ensures that product is equally shared with independent retailers. Having this bill enforced and regulated will enable new social equity owners an opportunity to establish and grow their business in the highly competitive Illinois cannabis market. I now introduce Jerome Bryan as he reviews the financial economic package designed for social equity applicants. K-I-L-E-Y.
Thank you, Kylie. All right, so Kylie spoke regarding the demands that we have that benefit not only social equity applicants, but also for all the independent cannabis owners and operators out there. This final demand is geared specifically towards social equity applicants. We are demanding the creation of $50 million of financial and economic empowerment package. Right now, the purpose of this package is for these social equity applicants in order to have access to resources and establish a fund for those minority cannabis owners and operators to have an equal playing field within the cannabis industry. We demand that this package accomplish the following, or include the following. Allocate DCEO funds to social equity applicants in order to decrease the detrimental impact of COVID and the delay of the Illinois licenses award for the Illinois license. Next, leverage a portion, 5%, of the annual R3 funds to fund the hiring and the growth of social equity applicant professionals, right? And professional service providers such as attorneys, architects, social media consultants, accountants, etc. Next, repurpose 50% of the 8% compassionate use funds that are earmarked for police monitoring, the administration of law enforcement, and use those funds in order to allow for social equity applicants to distribute PPE and cover the safety and testing equipment as relates to COVID. And finally, add a business model to CRTA to accommodate COVID-19 curbside services and drive-through, especially for the Illinois Department of Health seniors and programs. With that being said, I'm now going to turn the mic over to our Vice President, Belisha Royster.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Belisha Royster. Every change begins with a conversation. We are here because it is time to discuss what we're seeing in our world, our country, our region, and our state. In the wake of the civil unrest, we have to face the authenticity of this global pandemic. Systematic racism, colorism, and supremacy. If this law was truly meant to heal the harms that the war on drugs has committed and placed on underprivileged and disproportionately impacted communities, we need to take a true look at this. You see, equity seeks to achieve fairness by treating people differently depending on their need. Implementing these changes is a step towards true equity. Let's do the right thing. It's no secret that certain people have had and continue to have an advantage over others. This industry is more of the same. While some in America have had 400 years head start, this industry has applied equity, but yet implemented the same approach. While the existing operators continue to set up their additional locations, while we're in COVID, social equity applicants and other new independent operators are delayed due to COVID. Let's do the right thing. As we enter the Labor Day holiday, I reflect on my brothers and sisters that have labored for many moons, unrecompensed, building several industries such as tobacco and cotton without seeing the fruits of their labor. We stand here today with the world yelling Black Lives Matter. We are asking that the powers that be evoke the change to prove this statement true. Yes. Allowing those trends to ring true. Governor Pritzker, Illinois, has the optimal opportunity to be the poster child for change by way of this industry. Let's do the right thing. We must make a true attempt to heal the harm of those marginalized, criminalized, and brutalized by this system. Fundamentally, We fail at creating a more equitable and just society if we do not address the interconnectedness between issues such as the war on drugs, a vehicle for mass incarceration, housing discrimination, food apartheid, and the inadequate school systems. When considering a transformation, we must ruminate and actualize economic empowerment in our communities. Eliminating the barriers into the illegal cannabis industry will create empowerment for our communities. Today, we stand here to do the right thing. Anyone with ancillary businesses such as licensed and bonded, general contractors, carpenters, HVAC, electricians, designers, architects, and media, please, we welcome you to join us. Marketing, attorneys, agriculture, horticulture, accountants, public relations, IT professionals, and philanthropists, join us. Most importantly, we're asking all social equity applicants across the state of Illinois, activists and enthusiasts, those minorities interested in entering the industry, to join us. We are dedicated to providing the support and resources to future business owners. The current industry has failed at providing the support, substructure, and reinforcement required for the equity exaction. S.E.E.N is for us and by us, and is committed to achieving and empowering true social equity. You previously heard our demands to increase flower canopy space, to regulate and enforce HB 5527, and to create an economic empowerment package for social equity applicants, owners, and operators. We stand strong together, more than 300 strong applicants in our network. We stand in solidarity with Chicago Normal, EAT, the Equity and Transformation, and the Cannabis Equity Illinois Coalition in support of the Community Benefits Agreement, written to increase the involvement of existing operators in the community. Engagement, restorative justice. We urge all current operators to sign the CBAs, as we believe grandfather cultivators, MSOs, and existing dispensaries should pledge to meet or exceed the same diversity and community engagement requirements written in the law for social equity applicants. The cannabis industry can provide a green that can grow our communities for generations to come. Let's do the right thing. I'll pass it over for any questions by Toria Herring.
Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you, presenters, for introducing S.E.E.N, a social equity empowerment network that aims to create a more equitable and sustainable cannabis industry, inclusive for us, by us. We have stood before you, joined together with some of our members and supporters in solidarity of the demands presented today, which requires necessary change that the Illinois cannabis industry needs to address for social equity applicants. It's beyond time to do the right thing. There's no better time than now. At this time, we will answer any questions from the audience.
Tell me how you want, can you tell me how the funds that set up this deal, and who would be looking for it, how would you decide?
So the question was, can we inform him of how our funds will be divvied up within our network? And I will pass that question over to Belisha.
Thank you for your question. Basically, we're looking to allocate funds that are already established for the R3 grant as well as the Compassion Care. We're looking to allocate 3% of the 8 that's currently going to police funding, and we'll have the same process that is currently in existence, but we're looking to make it available for true social equity applicants that don't have the funding or the partnerships that currently exist out there. Any other questions?
You can actually reach S.E.E.N, Social Equity Empowerment Network, at www.home.equityempowerment.org. That is www.home.equityempowerment.org. Please go there, check us out, follow us, and pay attention to the things that we have going on. Again, we appreciate you all for coming this morning. For social equity individuals that would like to also join our network, again, please visit our website at, again, www.home.equityempowerment.org. For the governor and state officials, let's do the right thing, address our demands, and create the necessary necessary changes needed for a more equitable and sustainable Illinois cannabis industry. There's no better time than now. Together, we will be seen. This concludes our press conference. Thank you very much.